Yo, we riding the choo-choo train with Macho Man.
What's that?
Jacob still rocking a neck guard from Saturday Ice. Right, Jacob? You rocking a neck guard?
And I scored one goal.
And you scored one goal?
And
Yeah. Hey, say what's up.
What's up?
Riding the choo-choo train. Hey guys, Carlos Cortez here with another episode of Scriptures in Wall Street. I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't had a chance, go to Rumble right now and subscribe on our Scriptures and Wall Street. Go ahead and snapshot that right now. Even our handle on Twitter or X, we post there as well. Don't forget our other platforms as well. Please go ahead and subscribe to us. We really are trying to build our network, our subs. We are just trying to make an impact. And so if you can do that for me, that'd be great. As you guys know, a lot of this is being sponsored by myself and my companies. And I pay for everything. So it helps me to monetize the show if you can like and subscribe our Rumble channel, as well as some other channels that we have working in the making. Now, with that being said, a lot of stuff happening right now. A lot of stuff. A lot of confusing stuff, especially with the whole P. Diddy pedophilia, raping scandal that disgusting bastard has been doing. Just disgusting. I hope it all comes out. And you know who's been saying this from the day one? You got rappers like 50 Cent talking about him. Just 10 years ago, saying that he wanted to take him out shopping and fondle him. And he was like, no, man, I'm not dealing with that. And he actually went with Eminem, which is a whole nother story. And I know many of our listeners are not into the rap game, and that's totally fine. But I thought it was interesting that we had TD Jake's name come out. And it sounds like he's a disgusting scumbag as well. Most of these prosperity preachers are. A lot of them are disgusting. But just my opinion, right? We'll let the courts decide on what's going to happen. But also there's some controversy that maybe P. Diddy is not even arrested. I don't know. Is it, you guys tell me, is this facts or is it theory? Is this AI, this picture? Pretty interesting. It would make sense. Right? They got somebody versus him just living in Epstein Island somewhere, or his own island. He's got a lot of names out there. On his list. And so, hey, sin will find you out, and we'll figure out what it means. But huge distraction. We had President Trump again with another assassination. But yet everybody's talking about P. Diddy and all this stuff. And Cat Williams, if you guys follow him, probably not. But he was talking about how He turned down $50 million because P. Diddy wanted to body him. Like, disgusting. Disgusting, man, on the Shannon Sharp podcast. So, what I wanted to discuss today is, yes, there's going to be the distractions. And, the stock market's going up. And we already discussed this. We discussed this so many times. What did I tell you? But I've said it many times um, in our previous podcast earlier this year. What I think is going to happen is they're going to pump stock market. They're going to make Kamala look great. They're going to make it seem like Bidenomics is working. And sure as heck, what do you see? You see nothing but green skies in the market. You can't lose. All the indexes are up, all of them. And we're going to look at the charts because the charts don't lie. But I want to show you what could happen. And so that's what our discussion is today, is what could happen. And look, this whole thing is manipulated. And for those of you that haven't gotten our book yet, all you got to do is give us a call, 813-448-3446. We want to make sure that you're protected during these times of volatility, that you have a plan, that you're confident, regardless if Kamala Harris gets in or Obama 3.0 or Michael Obama, or if it's Trump. We want to make sure that you have a plan that you can be covered. So with that being said, just go to AmericaFirstRetirementPlan.com if you are interested in downloading a free guide. You can download our guide and learn about our process, our color of money process. You're like, hey, this color is good. This color is, I like it. This color is great. But maybe a combination of all three, maybe a combination of two. Maybe we get rid of one color. Most people are running around. They don't even know the color of their own money. There's red. Red is basically unlimited losses, unlimited gains. There's green. Green money is going to be safe, protected in a guaranteed insurance environment where you have the ability to grow your assets with a index that is completely rotated into the best sectors on a day-to-day basis, not weekly, not quarterly, not monthly, not annually, but every single day. And on average, we can make 7 to 15% in this contract long term. And typically your money doubles within 4 to 6 years. So pretty amazing stuff. And then yellow is going to be our managed money, our money that it's in the market right now. I recommend that we are in treasuries. Of course, this is not financial advice. Everything on this podcast is meant for education, information purposes only. But treasuries are going to be good right now as interest rates keep falling down. You're going to see those prices of those municipal bonds, those 2 years, they will go up. You'll see precious metals continue to go up, but I'm telling you, it is like a deck of cards. It can come crashing down. The momentum on gold is slowing down. The momentum on silver is slowing down. If you are interested, if you would like precious metals, we recommend Cornerstone. So if you're going to buy precious metals, we recommend Cornerstone. Cornerstone, you can call them at 888-747-3309. Again, on their website, it is 888-747-3309. Let them know that I sent you Carlos Cortez from Scriptures in Wallstreet, and they will take care of you. They are very, very price friendly. They're a Christian-based company, and they are America First company. So kudos to them. If you're going to buy precious metals, have it shipped to your door. Don't buy it in the IRA, guys. Like, IRA is owned by the government, and then you get into this other nonsense of you got to pay depository fees. Then you got to figure out, the taxation on it. It just gets really, really sticky. I'm just not a big fan of it. But anyways, a lot of distractions, man. So let's go ahead and look at what Yahoo is sharing. Yahoo Finance. I check them every day because I want to see what's going on in the world and in the woke media. And come to find out, let's see what they're saying about Trump's trade. Protectionism keeps intensifying. How convenient is that? So, guess what Trump decided to do? And we spoke about this. He is going to, remember I said that the tariffs, he's either going to impose tariffs or he's going to limit products. He's going to limit exports. Or the third thing, which is very, very nice, is he's going. So you have tariffs, you have limitation, and there's the scarlet letter approach where he can label you if he gets in. He can label you as a currency manipulator. So he doesn't have any constraints on what he could do. Now, he was very successful with the tariffs in China. In China, that's why, in my opinion, this is why they came out with COVID. In my opinion, because it was that war on tariffs in December of 2018. Trump decided to smack them hard with tariffs. Next thing you know, China says, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to instead develop a bioweapon and release it. So tariffs don't matter because you need us anyway. Well, they literally screwed the whole country with this pandemic. So that's my reasoning behind of COVID-19 and why it was released because of the terrorists, the war on terrorists. And I'm telling you, man, like he's going after Mexico, he's going after China. He literally is going to bring billions and billions of dollars back to America. So whether you like him or not, he's the only one. He is the only one that is putting American dollars back in America. So this is going to be going to be an amazing event if he does get in. So look, we know they're going to try to kill him. We know they're going to try to hurt him. He's the only one fighting for us. I know there's many, many listeners that could care less about Trump. I totally get it, totally respect it. But you're still voting for him because he's the only one that could help with the economy. He's the only one that can help with the economy. He's the only one that's fighting for Christian-based values. Now, is he vaccinated? Who knows? Is he part of Big Pharma? Yeah. Is he pro-Jewish? Yeah. Does he love Israel more than America? The jury's still out. So you got to pick your poison, man. You got to pick your poison. He's got my vote. He's got my vote. And I believe God could use him. God uses the unqualified sometimes, and he's not even actually unqualified. He is qualified. Do I think he's a Christian? I don't know. I'm not anyone to judge. But the only thing I could do is vote for his policies, right? That's the only thing we can do. And hopefully it gets counted and it's not stolen. This mail ballot garbage is really terrible, man. So we really need to pray that we have a fair election, like a fair election process. I truly believe that we can figure something out. Like the conservatives have literally been very patient. We've been very patient. There was a Washington Post article actually that were talking about change of power and how they were setting up barricading and militarizing all of Washington, getting ready for riots for the change of power, due to the multiple attempts on Trump. So what I want to say is that there is going to be a change of power. Like they're getting ready for it. And maybe they have this change of power because they want a civil war. Why is it that they're showing all these movies of conservatives being the bad guys and like we're the brainwashed people that are anti-Semitic, that we're racist, we're the ones that are domestic terrorists, and they gotta purge us, they gotta kill us, and there's movies out on this stuff, and it's terrible. So why is it that they're programming the left on all of this? Like, what is I don't get it. And people are buying into it. They're really buying into it. So we got to understand, like, that is all out there. And look, before I open up the charts, in 2019, they lowered the interest rates. What happened in 2020? Actually, let me go further. In 2000, 1999 and 2000, they lowered the interest rates. What happened in 2001? We had the dot-com bomb. We had 9/11 attack. In 2017, they lowered the interest rates, inverted yield curve. 2007, they lowered the interest rates, inverted yield curve. What happened in 2008? We had the recession. We had the Great Recession. We had subprime mortgage crisis. We had auction rate security defaults. We had bank failures. We had Lehman go down. Just an abysmal time on Wall Street. People lost 42% of their retirement, literally just vanished within months. So 2018, 2019, they lowered interest rates again. What happened in 2020? Well, you guessed it, this pandemic. They lowered the interest rates in 2024. What happens in 2025? Fill in the blanks, guys. Fill in the blanks. That is up for you to decide. I'm just here to deliver some messaging. I'm just here to get your juices flowing. And so with all that being said, let's go ahead and look at the charts, because the charts tell us the truth. Because lately, it seems that everything is going up. And look, I was wrong. I was wrong about shorting the market. I was wrong. I think my timing was off. But I did say in the beginning of the year, I said that they will jack up the stock market to make Joe Biden and Bidenomics look amazing. And here we are. This is exactly what is happening. It's freaking being manipulated. We had a little downward spiral back on the 5th of September. I'm sorry, the 30th of August into the 5th of September. Downward spiral. We went from 5580 on the S&P to about 5493. So a good maybe 5% down, which was scary. We started getting red traffic lights here. It was scary during this time. And I'm like, yeah, we got to start shorting. And then boom, market jacked right up. All these green lights. I don't even have red anymore. Like, this is going up like crazy. So that's the S&P, guys. Let me show you. By the way, we are losing somewhat of momentum. You see this big momentum swing here? Look at this massive momentum swing. This momentum swing. And this was back in early 24, late 23, 24. So just massive bull run. Massive bull run. Here's another momentum. It is weakening. The momentum is weakening. But it's something to look at, because eventually it's going to come crashing down. Are they going to do it if Trump gets in and then boom, say, oh, told you so. You guys wanted a conservative. You wanted this. Well, this is what happens when you have Trump. So they'll keep on keeping on with the stock market, regardless of who's in office. And it's it is so obvious and so predictable about what they're doing. But let's go ahead and pan out to the Russell 2000. Same deal. Look at this momentums. Let me go on a weekly, actually. We got a bull run here. We got a blue box, means a golden cross on December 23rd. Gone up. And then we get another golden cross right here. Oh my gosh, just this week. On the 23rd of September, we get a golden cross. They are going to skyrocket this market, guys. This is the Russell 2000. This is the small caps. And these things will take off. This golden cross, 95% of the time, I would even say 99% of the time, these things don't lie. I mean, traditionally speaking, mathematically and quantitative, like this is a very bullish sign, massive bullish sign. We got green cloud, green traffic lights here, golden cross. Thing is predicting to go up. Again, this is for education and for information purposes only. This is not investment advice. If you want investment advice, give us a call, 813-448-3446, or give us a visit at cortezwm.com. Book your appointment so that we can look at your calendar. And then, I mean, you can look at our calendar and we can talk, and then we can give you investment advice on your assets and your retirement accounts. More importantly, guys, it's obvious that this is being rigged. I mean, it is obvious that how in the heck do we have a golden cross amidst of all of these things happening? Inverted yield curve. Actually, it's starting to uninvert. We'll look at that in a second. But yeah, that's the Russell 2000. We look at the New York Stock Exchange. Let's look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones. Bullish run, man. Here we go. I mean, it is full blown green. It is full blown green. We are at we have 40,824. Holy cow, man. This thing is just, I'm sorry, we're at 41,058. This is nuts, man. This is absolutely nuts. Like, I mean, I can't explain this. This is just nuts. Let's go back to KRE, which is the banking index. And I bet it's going up. I haven't seen it in a few weeks here. Yep. Gold, blue cross forming. Typically, when we get a green cross, it is a golden cross. So we did have a massive meltdown, obviously, earlier, late last year. It went from 62 all the way down to like 38. You guys remember that? I was talking about it for so long. And we had a bunch of bank failures. But now, all of a sudden, the banking index is doing very well. Wonder why? Wonder why, Jenny Yellen? Your buddies are such good buddies, Janet Yellen. And all the banks are going to be fine and safe and effective with this Fed Now program. It's going to be great. The CBDC has full control. You saw the last podcast. That's what they wanted to do. I think what is going to happen, they're going to create an event, and the only thing that's going to get us out is the CBDC, social credit score. Roll that out. Everybody shoved into a financial concentration camp. You can't do anything till you get this mark, till you get this vaccine, till you say, I am, I will, till you conform. This is what the Dems want. They want you to be tracked, traced, and controlled. So I think they're going to crash the market, then control you, because then they can track you. So just my Looney Tune. Call what you want it, conspiracy theory. I am a financial advisor. I do have sense, but this is obviously this is what's happening right now is they're building up the market, and when they don't get their way or they can't win or they can't instill their woke agenda and Trump gets in, they will crash the markets, and they're going to try to fix this system into a CBDC-like system. So before they do that, what are you going to do for your retirement? Well, your retirement needs to be protected. Your retirement needs to be in a safe zone, a safe bucket where you could literally take your money, have it in a safe money bucket, and it can accumulate with an index that can make money off of these manipulations, that can make money off commodities and treasuries and the Dow Jones and the S&P 500. And really, you just need those four. And I have a chart here I'm going to show you in a second. But man, before I show you that rotator index real quick, let's just look at one more key component here. It is the volatility index. It peaked up to 1936 at a recent high. but it is trading at 1574. So now it's like the calm before the storm. It's like here in Florida, we're getting this hurricane here Thursday. So I'm going to try to do my podcast early this week, as well as record it on Friday for my weekend one, because I don't know if I'm going to have power or even internet. So I got to make sure we're golden there. So if I sound a little delayed or something happened and I haven't been able to record on it, you know why, because I haven't been able to. I don't have internet if we have the storm surge that Mike Weather Page is predicting that we're going to have. So this is a volatility index. I'm having a sell signal here, meaning it is going down, meaning the stock market will go up. So further confirmation that the VIX is going down and the stock market's going up. So this is a inverse relationship typically. So when the VIX goes up, stock market goes down typically. When the VIX goes down, the stock market goes up, and it's losing momentum. It is losing momentum. It has been. Geez, this has been for a long time. So this is on a weekly basis, guys, and I'm going back all the way to 2016. It did creep back up. It did creep back up all the way, not to COVID levels, but in COVID, it was pretty disastrous. So we need to make sure that we have an index that really doesn't need to be invested in a stock market. Really, you don't need to have this correlation going on. And so, did you know right now, and interest rates are lowering, I still have safe money accounts, private insured accounts that can offer you, depending on your state, a 20% bonus. Yeah, there is an annual fee, 0.95, depending on your state, 0.85. You can get access to some of the returns I'm going to show you. Obviously, past returns are not indicative of future results. So you have to be cautious of that. But this is one of my favorite rotator indexes. Back in 2003, it made 24%. These are actual real numbers and not projected numbers that your current advisor always talks about. Having you talked about, hey, we can double your money in 4 to 5 years, and this fund makes around 17% a year, but they actually don't show you. Well, yeah. Well, these are all verified. So back in 03, a 24.5%, a 17% the following year. Back in 05, a 5%. Any number that you see in the red, we get a 0 because the insurance company takes all the risk, not you. 2007, we made 9%. Back in 08, you guys remember 08, the market was down 42%. We lost 0, but this index was down 14.46. Not bad when it could fly. It fleeted to safety in treasuries. People forget that the bond market was up about 4% in 2008. The following year, 09, which was a negative year by the way, 13% in 2009. 20%, I'm rounding, 21% in 2010, 8.6 in 2011, 9.9 in 2012, 2013, 21%, 30% in 2014, 2015. Obviously, that was a bad year in the market. It was negative 6.89, which you made a 0. Another 8.19, and the first full year Trump got in, we made 40.5%. This is no joke. These are real numbers, guys. This is the power of having an index that can go from S&P, the NASDAQ, to treasuries and flight to safety in commodities or treasuries. And you need both. You need both sides of the equations. You need an institutional money manager tracking this every single day, not quarterly, not monthly, not weekly, not yearly, but every single day, because the market is manipulated. Following year in 2018, 34.26, 28.84, a 25.5. We lost nothing in 22. The index did negative 19%. That's the bond market crash. Last year in 2023, it did 19.48. And obviously this year we are up 4.1. I suspect we'll probably be around 10 to 12% this year. The S&P 500 is still up but I'm assuming they're going to have a great Q4 because this rotator index is no joke, man. It has ability to follow the volatility, and this is what you want, guys. This is exactly what you want. The more volatile this thing does, the greater it runs. So if you're interested in having this with complete safety, these type of returns, or if you're not getting these returns, give us a call, 813-448-3446. More importantly, you can email me at info@cortezwm.com. We want to make sure that this is right for you. Of course, we have to have a suitability call. Now, let me tell you the good, bad, and ugly about this. The good news is your principal is protected. Your principal is protected. It will grow with the index. The bad side is that you only have access to 10% a year. It is an insurance contract. The fees are 0.95. There is another company that charges 0.85, depending on your state. You can get it with a 20% bonus. You can get it with a 20% bonus, depending on your state. And also, you can get it at no cost for you with no bonus, and you can make 100% of this index. Or the other option is you can make 75% of this index if you were willing to pay a fee of 0.95, and you get a 20% bonus for every single dollar you put in up to 3 years. So great opportunity for many people that have lost money in the market or feel like they're not keeping up with inflation. We can roll this into it if it is suitable. If you have a current insurance contract, like a current annuity, you can roll this into this, no problem. Depending if it's 2.5, 3 years older, already written, then we can reality replace this. So it just has to be a good fit. But let's just find out. You want to have access to returns because there is no risk to your principal, and you can get returns. These are real assets. These are real numbers. This is personally where I have a majority of my retirement at, because for me, I can only talk about myself. My wife and I, we put 100 grand in last year. We figure at age 40, I'm 41. August 11th is when I started my insurance contract. By the time we are 60 years old, so 19 more years, we're projected to have $4.2 million. All you got to do is just take 5% out of that for year. You got $250,000, 300,000, 5 to 6% forever. And what it does, it keeps up. It keeps up with the growth. And these things are designed. They're designed literally to replenish the money that you're taking out. So we pulled out $8 million in 20 years, and our accounts are over $10 million by the time we're 80 years old. So we can pass that on to our kids. Our kids could have the $10 million. And then when they're 60 years old, it would be over $250 million. And then they could pass that on, and generational wealth, they live off 5-6%. They're happy. And then you pass them on to your grandkids, and they do the same thing. And so next thing you know, you are a $1 billion family, like billions of dollars, literally. And this is how wealth is passed on. But it starts with you. It starts with you from making the initiative, making the call, making the actual sacrifice. You got to put money away. It doesn't matter how small or big it is. It's just got to be right. And we just have to have a suitability call. So when you call, it only takes us 10, 15 minutes to figure it out, see if this is right for you. And if not, then no big deal. We move on. But at least you have an option that is anti-CBDC. It's away from the government. It's based on your life. It's based on your metrics. It's based on your financial wants and needs and your retirement. Because the other options, you can buy gold and play with red money. You can put money in the stock market if you want. We're good at it. But if you want safe returns, if you want returns that are high and that you could live your retirement and build a retirement and have that ability to continue to have success, then this account may be designed for you. Now, with that being said, guys, I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys listening to us. I'm going to get out of here because it is a hurricane week. I hope you guys enjoyed my family videos. Also, I want to leave you with this disgusting thing with Coca-Cola. Check this out with Coca-Cola.
So at the Coke store, you can personalize a message. You can put Allah loves you. Or you could even put, let me see. Let's just try it out. Buddha loves you. But you cannot even type in the word Jesus. We cannot allow this text on the can. Everything else is good though. Even if I put, let's see, Satan.
Oh no, bro.
Hold on. Satan loves you. You can put that. You can put Satan loves you, Allah loves you, Buddha loves you. But when you type in this word, you can't even type the word in. That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Absolutely terrible. Just complete satanic. However, I love you guys and thank you so much for listening. And I'm going to probably go back to Orlando to my condo and get out of Dodge here. But my wife doesn't want to drive 2 hours to Orlando. It's only an hour drive, but with traffic, it'll probably be 2 hours. I don't blame her because it's the way back that is just abysmal. But just pray for our safety this weekend, as well as everybody involved in this hurricane debacle from the Alabama coast to the Florida coast. We're sending prayers to all of our close friends and neighbors. God bless you guys. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.